Prophets tend to face rejection in today's society. I mean, I can't name one prophet in the Bible that hasn't faced rejection. Moses, Paul, Jeremiah, Jesus, Micah, and so on. The repercussions of following the call can create deep wounds, and wounded prophets become wounded leaders. Jesus told us straight up, Mark 6:4, and Jesus said to them, a prophet is not without honor, except in his hometown and among his relatives and in his own household. So what do we do about this? At what point do we begin to fit in? I'm glad you asked. When you say yes to the call in the prophetic, you sign up for the front line. You're not in a modern king's position. You don't sit away from the war in luxury and comfort. You are on the front lines, so you're going to have to get over the fact that you're taking hits. Biblically speaking, our medical kit dealing with hits is actually forgiveness. Jesus said the greatest is going to have to be the servant. The greatest is going to have to be the least in his kingdom. My question for you, prophet or seer, is how many hits can you take and still remain in love? How many times can you be betrayed and still love? 7 times in a day? Nah, fam, 7 times 70. So what you need to learn is a bit from Prophet Jeremiah. Yeah, he was a weeping prophet, but he was also a fortified city. Jeremiah 1:18, and I, behold, I make you this day a fortified city, an iron pillar and bronze walls, against the whole land, against the kings of Judah, its officials, its priests, and the people of the land. And let's not forget Ezekiel 3:8. Behold, I have made your face as hard as their faces, and your forehead as hard as their foreheads. See, here's the truth. You're from another country, another city, and you're so loved. And just like Moses, the glory that shines on our faces should expel darkness, hate, and evil. It should blind the revenge in our hearts. It should blind the unforgiveness in our hearts, and even those imps and those evils that come towards you. See, Moses' face shined from the presence of God. The glory beamed the entire community. And same with you. You have the glory of Christ on the inside of you. You don't fit in because this was never your home, but you are loved. You are cherished. You are understood deeply by God. And as you roam the earth for a short season, know you're here to give. Love is an offensive threat. It goes out hungry to be patient with others. Love is like a lion, ready to show compassion, to destroy all darkness of hearts. And here's another issue. What do we do when they shun us? They called you demonic because you can see in the spirit. You had a dream and they begin to shun you because you saw sin. God spoke to you, you told them, and then they begin to disgrace you. Truth is, they do this because they think that the gifting that you have is pagan. And here's the real truth. Your gifting is not pagan, it's biblical. So with your uniqueness, you got 2 options. Stand on your own 2, loving, forgiving, and faithful to the call, or be bitter and want payback and revenge for the way that they treated you. See, no one is getting into heaven that refuses to forgive their enemies. You on the wrong team, fam. You on the devil's team when you hold that bitterness. You're to be a billboard of love, no exceptions. And no one can change that. That's Jesus' commandments. So the truth is, you do actually fit in. You're just one that's sent here for a season. It is God's world, right? You fit in God's world. It's his. And the Bible makes you a normal person, even when they come against the spirit inside of you. And God got 7,000 that have not bowed their knee to Baal. You got many on your side. Just open your eyes, and you got work to do.